So this is one of our clients that we just started with less than 28 days ago, and they went from averaging over 1,000 views per day to over 10,000 views per day to now over 100,000 views per day in less than 28 days. These are long form YouTube views, not YouTube Shorts views. And so I'm going to break down exactly how we did this, because the niche that this client is in is nothing super exciting or super in demand right now. It's not AI, it's nothing like that. He's a doctor, and he talks about how to lose visceral fat. And he was struggling with YouTube for a long time. We can look at his channel actually if we go to it, and we can see the sort of state of his channel before we stepped in. He was getting 6,000 views because he's got an audience elsewhere, and he's built up this over a long period of time. You know, he's been doing YouTube for years, but it was just stagnant. He wasn't seeing any growth and any change in his results. And so his team came to me and was like, look, we've seen your case studies. I know this is a completely new niche for you. I don't know if you think this niche is going to work, etc., the usual. Is my niche going to work for YouTube? Am I doomed? All of this stuff that every single time somebody comes to a strategy call with me and is like, look, can you help with this? I don't know if YouTube works for my niche, blah, blah, blah. Every single time, yes, it works for your niche. YouTube works for everybody. Everybody's on YouTube. It's just a matter of making the right videos to get in front of them and get them to click and then get them satisfied, so the YouTube algorithm then pushes it to more of those types of people, because the YouTube algorithm knows exactly who your target viewers are because it's owned by Google, and Google has more data on anyone than you can even fathom, right? Nobody has more data on you than Google. So it knows who your target viewer is, and if it resonates with your target viewers, it will find them. So one sec, just gonna chuck my phone over there so there's no distractions. Let's get into exactly how we did this and break this down. So we've done this with only a few videos. This was the first video that we made. Wasn't a home run, but then the next video that we made, over 100,000 views. We did not do this video. I did not know this video was going up transparently. I would have not recommended doing this. AI generated thumbnail, clearly. Terrible video. Don't know why this was posted, but hey ho. Next video, 25,000 views. Nothing to scream home about. You know, nothing too crazy. Still though, massive jump from what he was currently getting, averaging about 5,000 views per video. 15,000 views on the next one. And then this one here, which literally was posted yesterday, or like just over 2 days now. It's already over 200,000 views. You can see the real-time view chart there as well. It's tailed off a bit right now, but we'll see, because I think it's going to continue its way up, and who knows, it might even be an evergreen video. So how has this been such a stark difference? How have we, like, this is not luck, clearly, right? We've clearly stepped in and applied a system, the same system that we've applied to our clients like Glen Coco, who went from 0 to 1 mil cash collected from, well, 0 to 1 mil top line revenue, to clarify, not cash collected, whatever you want to call it. 0 to 1 mil top line revenue in 6 months from 12 videos, these 12 videos that are on your screen right now. You know, when the channel looked like this beforehand, 1K views per video, but all that was coming from external traffic. Obviously, YouTube's not going to push this to 1K people with these terrible titles and thumbnails. First video we made, bang, 284,000 views, over $100,000 in cash collected in the first 30 days from this video, one of which was a 45K deal from American Express partner, so massive companies. Next video is back to back after that, over 100,000 views as well. These ones got less views because they were more bottom of funnel. Like, if you read the titles, you'll see why they got less views. And then this one over 200K views, this one's just got over 100K views. Now, full transparency, they have paused with us because they are a software company that is in its very early stage, and they had to prove that they had low burn rates. So they had to kind of cut us as an expense temporarily. We are literally starting with them as of right now. I can put up a screenshot of proof of that if you're really skeptical about that. Point being, very successful. We've done this for many other channels, like Instantly AI is another one, added millions of dollars annual recurring revenue in YouTube. Sorry, my mind's just absolutely went blank. Samplera, who's the top channel in the Facebook ads niche, added over 400K per month directly from YouTube, 300K a month of its agency revenue added directly from YouTube through tracking links via his funnel. The other one is 100K a month from School, which he launched a school community 2 months ago to his YouTube audience, and in 60 days it's already at well over 100K monthly recurring revenue, and that's only going to continue up. We'll check back in a month, and I'm sure it'll be 500K month that he's added from YouTube at least. Not luck, right? Clearly a system, the pattern is too consistent there. So how do we do it? Let's actually get into the source. So if we go back now to Dr. Sean O'Mara's channel, I'm just going to break down every choice we made. So let's go to the strategy and break this down one by one. Don't take peptides to lose weight. Do this instead. So peptides is something that I saw because of how much research we do. We have an internal research team that does hundreds of hours of research a week. We've got our own internal AI tool that, let's just say, does what these tools like TubeBuddy, vidIQ, 1 of 10, all these public YouTube tools can't. And there's a reason why they can't, because they're public YouTube tools. If you want access to that, then you have to be a client of ours, unfortunately, and I can't reveal too much about that, but this allows us to have complete visibility over what's working on YouTube and why these things are working. And one of the things that we saw that was working topic-wise was the topic of peptides. Everybody and their grandma who was making a video on peptides, that was a semi-decent video at the time, was working very well. And so because Dr. Sean O'Mara talks about losing visceral fat, and a lot of people who are thinking about leveraging peptides and using them to, like, it's to lose fat, like retatrutide, Ozempic, you know, well, Ozempic's not really in the same classification, but it's all within this realm. That's something that is present of mind of the viewers of this niche. It's present in their mind. They are actively looking for it, or if they are not looking for it, when a video lands on their feed around it, it captures their attention. Now, most people, though, were all making videos around in favor of peptides. Use retatrutide, use Ozempic, well, not Ozempic, like, but use retatrutide, like all this new, like, peptides. Everybody was seeing that rush towards peptides. So what we did is we took the anti-angle to, like, instill fear into the target viewer of, whoa, hang on, I was just thinking of taking peptides. Everybody's saying take peptides. Why are you saying don't take peptides to lose weight? Do this instead. Now, this format of, and this is our internal dashboard that we kind of just like put ideas and store ideas for clients. Nothing genius. You know, I know competitors like to pocket watch my stuff. There's nothing here to copy for you in this part. It's just a Kanban view. Copy it if you want. It's not going to get your clients results. They'll still come to us in the end because we get better results than you. Anyway, back to it. References. If we go to the reference here, let's see what the reference that we attached is. Yeah, so like this format of like don't do this, do this instead. It just works really, really well across YouTube. It's something that's very proven across the entirety of YouTube. If you literally search don't. I don't know what this is going to come up with, to be honest. Okay, it didn't come up with what I thought, so there's a very poor example. But there's lots of videos that use this format of don't do this, do this instead. Very proven format across YouTube, right? You've probably seen it. So we took that proven format, applied it to a niche where it really made sense, and a topic where it really made sense to leverage it, which was peptides, because all this attention was flowing towards peptides. Nobody was taking the anti-angle, so we took the anti-angle, right? And then, of course, we drafted the script for the video and the outline. We provided, you know, the exact things that Dr. Sean needed to do in order for that to give that video the best likelihood of success. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, and this is what happens sometimes. He didn't follow the script, so the hook wasn't optimal, the structure wasn't the best, and so the video wasn't as good as it could have been. And this is part of the reason, and I think a significant part of the reason as to why this video didn't succeed the way that we imagined it. And look, that's just reality. These, you know, like the channels that we're running for business owners, and you as a business owner, you're not a YouTube expert. There's a teething period to starting YouTube or starting to do YouTube the right way, where the first videos you might not do it right. But even still, even though he didn't do it right, and he was still in his old ways of doing YouTube videos that weren't optimal, and we just had a situation with that video where that was the case, he still had that video perform much better than his typical videos instantaneously, bearing in mind as well that the last video that he posted was 3 months ago as well. So straight away, first video back on the channel, beat his previous videos after the channel's been dormant for over 3 months. Not a bad start. Now the next video is where things get pretty exciting because this got over 100,000 views. Doctor explains the only way to lose visceral belly fat. How do we come up with this idea, right? When I say we, I mean I, because I work one-on-one with all of my clients. I'm not a shitty YouTube agency who delegates you to a junior who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. And this is why 80% of our clients come from other YouTube agencies that have no clue what they're doing. Little YouTube agency hit piece again. Dig number 2. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So that is not the video. Where is it? Doctor explains the only way to lose visceral belly fat. Right. So the topic reference, we know there was demand around visceral belly fat. It was already proven and validated. This was just one of the videos that did it. This was how to destroy visceral belly fat, 3.9 million views. So we knew that there was already validated demand around the topic of visceral belly fat, which was pretty important because that's really his niche. So after knowing that, we knew that we could make a video with visceral belly fat specified in the title and not go broader level at just losing fat, because then that would be too broad and we would have a lower conversion rate on our videos because the viewers wouldn't be as high intent. Viewers who are actually looking to lose visceral fat are much more high intent because then it's a health thing. It's not like a looking good thing. Sure, some of the people will be interested in that, but if you're specifically resonating with visceral fat, it's because like you're health conscious, and if you're health conscious, then that's really valuable to you. So you pay a lot of money for it. And by the way, just to be clear, because I didn't mention any business outcomes, I probably popped up the screenshots in retroactive because I need to, like, after editing this, because I needed to hook you in. But yeah, we broke their email system and everything because of all the leads that are coming through from this. I'll probably do a case study interview with them soon, so I will link that in the description when that's done, so you can actually see their business backend results of this too. But it's pretty abundantly clear what that would, you can imagine what that would look like as a result of the growth they've seen. Format reference, so where we got this format from. The only way to do this, right? The only way to become fluent in English sparks curiosity. What? There's not just one way to become fluent in English. What could this, if there is one only way, which I know there isn't, and I don't know why he's saying that, curiosity, like what is the, like, what is that way? What is the only way if there is the one only way?
Hey, does this
the
look
only
like
way
your
to
gate?
embrace a gate, like there's literally, this was just done in the most random niches. What's this one here?
Let's talk stress.
The only way to end stress and cortisol. So this is actually in more of an adjacent niche as well. So like we knew that it resonated with like the type of viewer that would be watching his videos as well, because again, this is health conscious. It's all health conscious content. So the viewers of this channel have similar behaviors and might even be also the same viewers of Dr. Sean's channel, right? So that's where we got the format from. What you're seeing the pattern here is like, this is something that was proven in another niche. We already knew the title worked, and it actually made sense why it worked, and it also made sense why it would translate over to our audience as well, right? And why it would translate and work with our audience as well. What a lot of people do is they'll blindly take formats that have worked in another niche, blindly apply it to their niche, being like, cool, magic, this worked in another niche, I can just yoink and twist it to my niche. Doesn't always work, because one, sometimes the format itself wasn't what made the video succeed, and you're taking the wrong thing that made it succeed, or you're not taking the other things that also made it succeed that were important to also carry over. So for example, some of you might copy the format title, like the only way to, but that video might have a specific video structure that was very important and pivotal in it succeeding if you studied all the videos that are leveraging it. And if you didn't carry that over, then that could stop your video from succeeding if it played a significant role in succeeding. That's number one. But number two, people will take something that worked with a certain type of viewer, right? A certain format that worked with a certain type of viewer, not considering their viewer psychology and the demographics and psychographics of that viewer, and then take it across to their niche with completely demographics and psychographics and just viewer behavior, and it doesn't work. And they wonder why, because it was proven in other niches, and like, oh my god, these YouTube gurus that told me to copy stuff from other niches, it didn't work. That is why. There you go. Boom. All right. So that's how we got the idea for that one. And then again, we reverse engineered the structure. We knew what worked. In the hook, we did proof, promise, plan, persona. Proof, establishing credibility, made it clear why. I mean, I wonder if we can even watch the video. I don't know if this is going to, sorry, where's this channel going? I don't know if this is going to be terrible audio, so like, if it is, apologies, but I'm going to play the intro.
In a 7-year study for the National Science Foundation, there are 1,000 ways people try to lose belly fat. Counting calories, stepping on...
Resonating with the market. There are 1,000 ways that people try to lose belly fat. So true, Dr. Sean. And then he's naming the ones that these guys are already doing. They're like, wait, what? Like, he's clearly saying this in a negative tone, and I'm doing this. What's the problem here?
Scale every morning, hours of cardio, cholesterol medication. None of them work, and I can prove it.
None of them work. None of them work. Bold statement. And I can prove it because they're skeptical of like, what do you mean none of them work? Counting calories works. And I can prove it. And then boom, social proof. So that was confirming the click, right? And then it's alluding to the fact that none of those ways work, these con ways, so there actually might only be one way, and the proof to back it up.
And a researcher. I ran a 7-year study for the National Science Foundation, scanning over 6,000 Americans. And what I found is that there is exactly...
Scanning over 6,000 Americans. Like, think about the social proof we just dropped on them there. Like, they cannot argue with that. Like, and this is why we love working with the top experts in the industry, because like when we have this and we implement a good YouTube strategy, it's a wrap, you know. And so if you're a top expert in your industry and you want to build the top YouTube channel in your niche, just message me wherever you're seeing this through, go through the funnel, book a call, yeah, DM me, whatever.
One best way to eliminate the
there's one best way.
Dangerous fat.
The most dangerous fat. All right, I'm hooked. If I wasn't hooked already, like, I may as well watch this video and learn how to lose the most dangerous fat that could kill me.
Body, and it has nothing to do with any of those things. So in this video,
and then we're doing our little tactical editing thing where it's like in this video, and this is where we lay out the plan, right? So there's only one way. That's what we're going to give them.
Show you why every conventional approach is pointed at...
I'm going to show you why every conventional approach is basically jargon, and like we're basically running them through.
That actually addresses the root cause, because MRIs, before I show you...
Boom, 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 boom. So basically we're setting the stakes up for the video of what they're actually going to get. We're increasing the value proposition of the video and giving clarity behind what they're actually going to get out of the video, so they can understand, okay, I can now have a clearer plan in place for this video of how he's going to get me from this current form of knowledge that I'm in to knowing about this best way, right? So proof, we gave that. The promise, we gave that. The plan, we gave that because we gave further context behind how we're going to fulfill on the promise. And persona was obviously just implied indirectly through the language that we were using, like basically saying things like, you know, that there's 1,000 different ways to lose fat, counting calories, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, shit, like this is me, I'm counting calories. Or like the other ways that he mentioned as well. He mentioned the most common ways and basically said they were all useless. So yeah, that's a little bit of source on the video execution side. Obviously, we made sure the setup was dialed in. People say equipment doesn't matter. You can start off with a budget setup. You absolutely can, and you don't need that stuff to see results. We've made Loom videos. I made videos like this one here where I'm in my bedroom, which is not aesthetic at all. You wouldn't think that we're running a multi-7-figure YouTube agency and running the top channels in the space from my background, but I'm spitting absolute source right now, so you probably should be pretty convinced that I know what I'm talking about when building, 100k plus a month YouTube channels like we've done for many of our clients and building top channels in the niche, right? But it definitely would help if I was in a high-rise studio with a really high quality camera, which I usually record my ads and other content with. I wish I was there right now because this video would probably get more views, but I just want to provide value to you guys. So that's how we came up with that concept. And it's a similar story for all these. I'm going to kind of walk through these a bit quicker. So if we go back to his channel and kind of see where we're at, I'll rattle through these couple ones because these ones didn't perform as well, but still important to understand. Doctor ranks every way to lose visceral fat. So I don't even need to go to, so like the way we came up with this one is just simply the tier list format. So like the tier list format is a format that is proven across YouTube, jobs tier list, like literally every single niche, entertainment niches, educational niches. You see a lot of entertainment ones here, but then if I go to tier list, Jeff Nippard, for example, he has done it in the weight, muscle building niche, whatever you would call this niche, fitness niche, gym niche. And he's done it for, it's actually one of his best performing series. He's done it for like every exercise, as you can see. Right, it's a very proven format. It's been done for everything, right? Tools, like software tools, anything that's category of things related where you are ranking things around a certain category. So yeah, very proven format. Hadn't been done for, I wish I'd stop leaving this. There we go. Hadn't been done for ways to lose visceral fat. Okay. So we simply did it for ways to lose visceral fat. And in the thumbnail, we selectively chose the most trending one right now, which is injections. And also this obviously is very like polarizing and grabs people's attention. Like, what the fuck, an injection on the thumbnail? Like, it's like instantly like grabs people's attention. It's a pattern interrupt, right? And ultimately YouTube's a winner take all platform where we're trying to stand out on a feed against 20 plus other thumbnails and titles. And if we don't stand out, our video doesn't get clicked on, we lose the attention. If we do get clicked on more the times than not over the competition, then we ultimately float towards the top of the niche because we're capturing attention more effectively on the front end at the top of the funnel. And then if we're actually delivering on that once they click the video and meeting their expectation and not clickbaiting them, it's very easy for the YouTube algorithm to then recommend our video faster and further than our competitions because we're giving YouTube a larger data sample size of like target viewers that have clicked on our videos and data on how well they've resonated with that video for then YouTube to work with that and understand to what extent should we push this to more of this audience. Whereas if you don't capture the attention in the first place, YouTube has too small of a sample size to actually, compared to compared to one of your competitors' videos that has better packaging, it has too small of a sample size to, justify risking pushing your video over theirs, even if your video might actually be better than theirs, because it's too risky from a sample size standpoint. It's not enough significant data, right? So that's why thumbnails are so important as a little side tangent, and that's why we're putting this level of thought into them. Obviously, for the rest of it, we followed the S to F tier format, which is just the proven format. I'm not going to go into the execution of this video. I can do further breakdowns on each of these videos. That could be very valuable. If you want that, you can let me know, but just doing a high-level one. Now, this one here, Doctor explains peptide stack used for fat loss. I think this video was also wasn't executed very optimally. Kind of looked like he was reading a script too much. There was other things wrong with it, but again, still did quite well. The reason why we did this video is because we saw Doctor explains peptide stack for muscle growth. Yeah, that was it. All right, which is very adjacent, right? Very similar desire. Peptide stack explains used for muscle growth. Honestly, I'm pretty pissed because I think this video, if it was done right, could have done very similarly. Like, it could have done well very similarly. We would have at least expected hundreds of thousands of views from that one as well. But it is what it is. But this one here, can't complain. The most recent one, how to lose visceral fat so fast it feels like cheating. Now, again, same story with this idea. There was nothing more genius about how we did the ideation for this one. Just some videos hit and resonate more than others, right? But this feels like cheating angle. It made sense why it worked, and it also made sense why it worked across how all these other niches where it's been done. How to so fast it feels like cheating. All right. Also, it feels illegal as an alternative. How to study so fast it feels like cheating. That's like one of the biggest ones that we've seen it done in. Okay, apparently we're just seeing a load of the different study ones. How to learn so fast it almost feels unfair. How to learn any skills so fast it feels like. So there's a lot around learning, but oh, there you go. There's Dr. Sean's. But there's also, it's because we literally searched how to study so fast. Silly me, yeah. How to level up so fast it feels like cheating. How to learn web dev so fast it feels like cheating. So there's still a lot around studying. Also, other variations like how to make every day so fun that you don't have time to scroll, where they've like completely deviated the title, but in a way that does really closely resonate with the target market, and that does work as well. So a lot of level up as well. But what we've also seen is like, I think Alex Hormozi did this one. Yeah, it feels illegal, right? So there's that one. So that and what we might actually do, if this video continues to tail off, we are like considering A/B testing the title with this one, the original, so fast it feels like cheating, so fast it feels illegal, and also how to lose visceral fat so fast it looks like you're on Ozempic or something along those lines, right? Because then it's like timely and like it resonates close, where we've kind of adapted the back of the title quite significantly, but it's in a way that hits close to the target market, right? So yeah, that is really the breakdown. And then in terms of the thumbnails, we're currently running an A/B test on this, which has clearly been already conclusive data has been found on it. So we were testing, I'll zoom in a little bit on this. So yeah, we were testing this one here, from fat to thin with Dr. Sean, visceral fat. So specifying visceral fat, right? So we tested ones where we specified visceral fat in the thumbnail, which would niche it down and make it more targeted, and therefore potentially get a higher click-through rate from the target market, but it would be more targeted. Lose visceral fat, no Dr. Sean in the thumbnail, but appealing picture of abs, which would be the target market's visual desire, visually representing the desire that the target market has associated to what the video is about. And then the last one is the one that's been done, which I thought would work really well because the red really stands out, like white text on red massively stands out. Really high quality picture of Dr. Sean. We make sure that Dr. Sean is in his like doctor outfit as well, because it's just like subconscious credibility. Like everybody inherently understands when they see that. It's like, oh, this is somebody who's actually like a real doctor, right? Same with if you wear like a lab coat and you're a scientist, or you know, a construction hat, like it's these associations, right? Or Richard Mille or a Rolex, then you're clearly balling, or you're pretending to be. But anyways, how to lose visual fat so fast it feels like cheating is the title. This is the thumbnail. Yeah, working very, very well. So yeah, that is the breakdown so far. Early case study. Is it gonna let me zoom out, please? There we go. Very early case study, but I wanted to document it because literally within less than 28 days, from 1,000 views per day, or like just over 1,000 views per day, to over 100,000 views per day in less than 28 days. To be precise, this was the 28th of March. It's just like 20 days, like 23 days or something. And yeah, we will see where this continues to go. He's broke past 100,000 subscribers. Amazing for him. You know, his channel's really picked up. Obviously, it's only 7,200 subscribers in the last 28 days because it's literally the first 20 odd days of working together. But yeah, we can see the increase there is kind of crazy. And he's also making a little bit nice of AdSense revenue as well. You know, this is only going to compound massively. It's only the first 25 days. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is to really illustrate it does not have to take long to see results on YouTube. I want to set your expectation is that it will take long. You should be in the game. Like, if you're going to commit to YouTube, you should be in that game forever. You should be committing to YouTube full stop. I am going to do YouTube for my business now, right? Because I know the value of it. I know it can work, right? Everybody's on YouTube. I just need to give it the time and crack it. And I need to hire the right team to help me do that, because otherwise I could be on this for years and actually genuinely just never see results, right? So if this is all hypothetically, if you've got the right system in place. If you work with us, we're going to make sure you have the right system in place. We've done this across over 50 different channels that we're running right now, many of which are the top channels in their niches, like Samplero, who's the top channel in the Facebook ads niche, added over $400,000 per month directly from YouTube to date. He was previously working with another YouTube agency that didn't get him any results. He was stuck at like 30 views per video. Like, it was ridiculous. Osh, same story. He was with another YouTube agency as well, a big YouTube agency in the space that if you're shopping around for a YouTube agency, you probably know you're probably speaking to, so be careful. Speak to me about it on call if you book a call with me, because there's a lot of YouTube agencies that, you know, they're a convenience option for starting YouTube, and they have their value for actually, you know, running your YouTube channel, making videos. But if you want results, that's a whole different story, right? A lot of these YouTube agencies aren't YouTube experts. We're actual YouTube experts, and it's a system that is built by YouTube experts with a severe advantage of economies of scale, because we run 50 plus channels. All these channels invest thousands of dollars a month at least, and we pool all of those resources together to build a best-in-class YouTube system that money literally can't buy. Because even if you had the budget for it, you wouldn't be able to build it because you're not a YouTube expert. And that's why these enterprise companies also suck at YouTube and they come to us instead, right? Instantly AI, Play.com, Glen Coco, Samplero, like millions of dollars per year making from YouTube. We were in the fastest growing channels in the AI niche as well. I'm going to be doing a case study breakdown on one of those as well. We took them from stuck around 5,000 subscribers to 50k subscribers in like 90 days, with videos that have gotten many videos that have gotten hundreds of thousands of views. We've done that for 2 channels actually in the AI niche, both in the AI niche. Anyways, this is for this video. If there's any questions, let me know, and feel free to book a call if you would like me to do the same for your business. Great.